Hi, I'm Darren Breckles, and you're watching MediaPlex Live at 1. Super Bowl 48 was a lopsided affair with shocking results. The Seattle Seahawks, considered underdogs going into the game, shut down the highest scoring offense in NFL history, the Denver Broncos. With the win, LaSalle native and Seattle tight end Luke Wilson won his first Super Bowl. His former coach, Glenn Mills, says he's extremely proud.
You know what? It was actually for me kind of unbelievable watching a young man that that you coach in a Super Bowl. Like I said, so proud to Luke and how far he's come, and just a tribute to how hard he's worked.
Ever heard of Viola Davis Desmond or Willie O'Ree? February is a time for Canadians to learn more about Black history. O'Ree was the first Black player in the NHL. Desmond refused to sit in the balcony theatre in Nova Scotia, choosing to sit in the white-only section. This month there will be an Artists of Color exhibition at Mackenzie Hall and Afrofest at the University of Windsor. As of June 1st, Ontarians will have the highest minimum wage in Canada. The Liberal government decided last week to raise the minimum wage to $11 per hour. Lubna Fawaz has more.
More good news for Jennifer Levitt. The pregnant part-time student and full-time bartender heard of the government's decision to raise minimum wage to $11 an hour. She said the news was music to her ears and she's thankful for the increase.
My hourly rates go up, which means that the money that you can count on every week goes up and makes things a lot easier.
The 75-cent increase will be effective next June and is the first minimum wage increase in Ontario since 2010. Although Jennifer and many other workers were happy to get it, work activists think it's not enough.
Unfortunately, at $11 an hour, it still isn't going to help people get above the poverty line. So, our organization was one of many that was calling for a $14 an hour hike in the minimum wage.
These critics didn't stop Premier Kathleen Wynne from saying the increase was a fair adjustment and has the potential to tie any future minimum wage increase to the rate of inflation.
Any additional expense, a dollar an hour, and over 20 hours a week translates into an additional $20 that week times however many weeks you work. That all comes right off of the bottom line of a small business.
Businesses raised their concerns already, saying the increase led to a 7% increase in costs and would result in reduced hours for workers or even job losses despite the adjustment period. The Liberal government is hoping not only to link any future increase to the rate of inflation, but also to bring in legislation and to announce the increase on an annual basis away from any political pressures. For MediaPlex News, I'm Lubna Fawaz.
He has been called the greatest actor of his generation by many. Philip Seymour Hoffman was found dead in his Manhattan apartment yesterday morning, according to the New York City Police Department. Officials suspect it was a drug overdose, and the autopsy is scheduled for today. He won an Oscar for Capote in 2005. He was 46 years old. We asked locals what they thought about the actor.
It's just a damn shame he seemed to get into that horrible culture that too many of them get into in that industry. Yeah. And boom, another good man gone at 46 years old. Yeah. Horrible.
I think that it's quite sad of him dying. I seen Capote and a couple of other of his movies, and it was actually pretty good, but for him dying, that's pretty sad because he was a really good actor.
Bell Canada has been hacked. Bell says more than 20,000 of its small business customers were compromised recently. The hacking group Null Crew took credit for the breach of information on Twitter, saying, "Just to update the rest of you tuning in, Bell Internet, hacked by Null Crew." Bell says 5 valid credit card numbers were taken and the affected accounts have been frozen. Bell says they are contacting impacted customers and are working with police to investigate the attack. Now for your forecast, today is mainly sunny at -5 degrees Celsius. Tonight we will see some cloudy periods and temperatures of -9. Tomorrow it will be -4 with some flurries. Thanks for watching. I'm Darren Breckles and this has been MediaPlex Live at 1.